Meet you, though we had a word, but I didn't ask your name. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, guys. My name is Vishal Duhan. I am from Haryana.
Oh, cool. And what your occupation is? What do you do
Okay.
by
If I
profession?
talk my educational background, I have done graduation and currently I am working in railway department as a technician. I have 8 years experience here. Nowadays I am learning this language. This is the reason I am here.
Okay, okay, cool. Wow, good to know that. Good to know that. Thank you very much for your very beautiful interview. That your graduation has been completed, and now you are serving into the railways of India, right? And
Exactly.
I
I know
am
something about you, sir. I want to
cool,
know
cool.
something about you, sir.
So the thing is that so do I. I am into transportation department. My graduation has been done into tour and travel management. I am working as a travel consultant, and there are few renowned companies I work for them, and teaching English, learning English, sort of my passive hobby. It's a sort of hobby for me. I have been training students even online. Sometimes I train them offline as well. So yeah, I like training people. So that's all about me. I'm originally from Himachal, but for the time being residing here in Chandigarh. I am residing here in Chandigarh. It has been almost 2 years I'm here. So, okay, without much doubt, as you are,
Okay.
um,
Okay, one
haha,
thing. We are living very close. My hometown is Sonipat, but my work location is Kalka. It's very close to your place.
yeah, Kalka. My childhood memories get freshen up when I hear the Kalka and all toy train. And I used to
Okay.
travel a lot with the toy train Kalka to Shimla. So, yes. I love. Have you ever
Yes,
been
right.
with toy train? Have you ever been with toy train Kalka to
Yes,
Shimla? Have you?
yes, I have been there.
Yeah, that was really amazing, right? And these days, a new what would say the clusters have been introduced in that railway. This is like complete open roof. I mean, the roof is completely transparent. I never
Yes,
experienced it
yes,
yet.
yes.
I never
They
experienced
have
it, but
transparent roof, like you
uh,
can see upper side.
it is inclusive for the premium buyers and all. Okay, the tickets even go slightly higher and all, but I never been there. I wish to go there. So um, without much delay, would you like to get into the topic of the day? And this is going to be the podcast again. For my viewers, let them know that okay, this is going to be the podcast of English, wherein we will talk about bit about grammar, bit about their use, and few people feel it's really complex, really tough, but for me, I don't think so. It's really that tough. It's really easier that I will try to make it more easier for you while talking over it. So, Mr. Vishal, what's your opinion over grammar? What do you think? How tough is it? And if it's easy to you, how easy it is?
It's totally up to the learner. If they think, if they made their mind it, it's a tough. So definitely it will be tough for them. But it's not so much easy. It's not too much easy. It's totally
Yeah.
up to you, up to your efforts. If you study in a sincere way with a practical approach, so it's not a very hard nut.
Uh, it indeed will remain, I mean, indeed, it will not remain harder anymore if we have dedication, determination toward it. Every day, if we have been hitting it. So, yes, because it happens, sometimes it sounds logical, sometimes it doesn't sound logical, right? And sometimes few rules are there without logical explanations. And these are the complexities of the grammar, and that makes us really puzzled. Nevertheless, so let's talk about there is a grammar thing. I would like to talk about tenses. Have you heard tenses before?
Just it's a first step in spoken English journey or in grammar portion. It's the first
Yes.
part, first
Yeah.
chapter everyone read.
So again, 12 tenses are there. Okay, let me define what are the tenses. Tenses are just a time, just to measure the time, right? In a simple explanation, we can say that tenses are just time, and that time has been divided into three parts: present, past, and
Three parts.
future, right? Humans always talk about three type of times, either it's a past or it's a present or it's a future. Only three things we usually talk about. So let's hit today the present tense. Okay, and there are four parts of a present tense. The one is the
Right.
simple present, the another is a present continuous, the third is a present perfect, and the fourth is present perfect
Right.
continuous, right? Cool.
Then continue.
So let's go with the simple present tense. How that tense becomes important for us and the uses of that tense into our day-to-day life and all. Okay.
Mm.
Hmm. So I believe you already have an idea over tenses. You already have an idea over tenses, right?
Yes, I have idea.
So let's go with
Okay.
simple present tense. So would you mind making few sentences on it? Please make few sentences on simple present tense.
Okay.
How
Our
such sentences are made and how even they can be used in our usual conversations.
okay. In present indefinite, we make our like daily life sentences. I go to
Huh.
school. So it's a
Yes.
sentence in present. And here we are not this moment doing anything, but it's part of present. So this type of things we add in present indefinite.
Yeah, exactly. As you said, as you mentioned, the daily routine, right? So even in a very crisp way, I can say four keywords are there. Simple present tense always fall into the category of four keywords, and those four keywords, the number one is daily routine. Okay, the number one is daily routine. The another is hobbies, your hobbies. The third is the
Okay.
habits, and the fourth are the universal or the general facts.
Right.
That's simple present tense all revolved around those four categories only. Either it could be your hobby, let's say that hobby that uh, let's say I play cricket, so it's your hobby. Every weekend I play cricket, so it's a simple present tense. I play cricket every weekend, so it's your hobby. If you go with the daily routine, so daily routine, let's say that I wake up at 6 a.m every day, I take breakfast at 9 a.m. Okay, so it's your daily routine. And if we
Daily.
go with that daily routine, hobby, habit, now let's connect with the last one, the general fact. Can you make one sentence on general fact?
Okay.
Hmm.
Sunrise in the east.
Exactly. Sun rises,
Sunrise.
sun rises
Rises in the
from,
east.
and let's say that Kalka railway train goes to mountain. Goes to mountains always. Okay, so kalka Shimla train goes to mountains and it's a toy train, so it's also universal fact that if you want to go to Shimla and you want to go via train, so please catch the kalka railways, right? So and more facts like that, the India has the largest airline, like a rail line system, right? Rail infrastructure system, yeah. So it's also a general fact, right? So such words can come into the category of simple present tense. Okay. So like we have been doing the discussion, but for the viewers who would listen to us might understand with our listening, right? Hope they might
Right.
understand that. Okay. So Mr. Vishal, please make few more sentences so the learner would understand. You can make it even negative if you want.
Okay. And one other thing, we quote some quote we add in this sentence is honesty is the best policy. Hard work is key to success. So this type of sentence will be also add in present indefinite. Negative.
Proverb.
I okay. I don't go to school.
Yeah, exactly. I go to school. So I go to school, Mr. Vishal. What do you think? In which category is it falling now? Is it a hobby, habit, daily routine? What is it? I go to school. What is it?
It's daily routine. If you are anyone is a student, so it's a daily routine.
Yes.
Habitual
So,
action.
okay, yes, exactly. It's a daily routine. I go to school. And if we have to make it negative, how would you make it?
Okay. I don't go to school. I don't
I
go
don't
to school.
go to school. Okay. So for the viewers, I want to tell that okay, so these sentences we have been making with the first person singular. There we have three persons, right? First person, second person, and the third person. I go to school is the first person. I is the first person. because I am talking you. If I'm talking with someone else and that person can called you, so can you make one
Okay,
sentence with you, Mr. Vishal?
okay.
Hmm.
You are my best friend.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Let's say that you have to make it in the tense only कि आप 9 बजे स्कूल जाते हो. हाउ वुड यू मेक इट? आप 9 बजे स्कूल जाते हो, आप सामने वाले को बोल
Okay.
रहे हो, तो आप क्या बोलोगे?
You go to school at 9.
हाँ. सो एंड नाउ इफ यू हैव टू मेक इट नेगेटिव, हाउ वुड यू मेक इट नेगेटिव कि तुम 9 बजे स्कूल नहीं जाते हो.
You don't go to school at 9.
परफेक्ट. अब आपको इसे इंटेरोगेटिव बनाना है. आपने अब सवाल पूछना है उसी से, क्या तुम 9 बजे स्कूल जाते हो? हाउ वुड यू मेक इट?
Okay, sir. Get it, sir.
तो आप
Don't
इसे
you go to school at 9?
हाँ. वैसे तो खाली डू ही से ही बन जाएगा. डू यू गो टू स्कूल एट 9? क्या आप स्कूल 9 बजे जाते हो? मैं सवाल ही पूछ रहा हूँ. हाँ.
Okay. Do you go to school at 9? Or in
हाँ.
negative interrogative, do you not go to school at 9? Or don't you go to school at 9?
वो नेगेटिव इंटेरोगेटिव में थोड़े हम कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं. वी समटाइम गेट कंफ्यूज्ड विद नेगेटिव
Yes, sir.
इंटेरोगेटिव. तो हाँ देखो स्टूडेंट्स, बाकी सब लोग सिर्फ नेगेटिव पूछना है तो डू यू गो टू स्कूल एट 9. अगर आपने नेगेटिव इंटेरोगेटिव पूछना है तो ये हिंदी में ऐसे बनेगा, क्या आप स्कूल 9 बजे नहीं जाते हैं? डोंट यू गो टू स्कूल एट 9 AM? क्या आप स्कूल 9 बजे नहीं जाते? तो ये हमारा नेगेटिव का सेंस जा रहा है, लेकिन हम इसमें सवाल भी पूछ रहे हैं, इंटेरोगेशन भी कर रहे हैं. नेगेटिव इंटेरोगेट. ओके, वाह, परफेक्ट. ओके, सो आई होप दस हमारे पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव सेंटेंसेस फर्स्ट पर्सन और सेकंड पर्सन के व्यूवर्स के लिए क्लियर हो रहे हैं. नाउ लेट्स डू वन वन थिंग. दिस इज कॉल्ड द थर्ड पर्सन. अब हम थर्ड पर्सन के कुछ पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव और इंटेरोगेटिव सेंटेंसेस बनाएंगे. वी विल मेक इट इन सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस. सो विशाल जी, थर्ड पर्सन आपके हिसाब से कौन कौन होते हैं? जैसे कि
Okay, sir, you and me, we are sitting here. I am first person, you are second person. And like suppose if my side we were sitting here three, four, so we can be we. It's a plural form of a first person. And in your place you are single. It doesn't matter. You are sitting three, four. So you are second person. And except we, like you and me, all are third person.
एग्जैक्टली. तो इन अ नटशेल टू ऑल द व्यूअर्स आई वांट टू से दैट, लाइक अगर मैं जो सबसे पहले बोल रहा है, लेट्स कंसीडर दैट पर्सन एज अ फर्स्ट पर्सन. मैं जिसके साथ बोल रहा हूँ, लेट्स कंसीडर दैट पर्सन एज अ सेकंड पर्सन. और जिसके बारे में हम बोल रहे हैं, विद whom वी हैव बीन टॉकिंग, दैट पर्सन कैन बी कंसीडर्ड एज अ थर्ड पर्सन. लेट्स से ही, शी, इट, या फिर किसी
Yes,
आदमी का नाम, let's say that
any
मोहन.
any noun,
हाँ.
sir, any name like Ram Sham.
हाँ. ओके. तो ओके, सो विशाल जी ने ऐसे भी कहा प्लूरल. ही सेड दैट प्लूरल एंड देन ही सेड दैट सिंगुलर एज वेल. तो सिंगुलर में हमारे ही, शी, नेम वगैरह आ जाते हैं, और प्लूरल में हमारे बहुत सारे लोग आ जाते हैं. दे, वी, यू. यू भी हमारा प्लूरल में ही आता है. इवन इट इज आल्सो बिट
Yes, sir.
कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी दैट पीपल सेज दैट यू तो एक आदमी है. नो, यू एक आदमी है,
Yes,
बट
sir.
समटाइम्स से यू इवन इफ मैनी पीपल बिफोर अस, उनको भी हम यू ही बोलेंगे. अगर 4 लोग हैं उनको भी हम यू ही बोलेंगे.
Yes,
हाँ.
yes, sir.
तो इस पॉडकास्ट के थ्रू ऑल द व्यूअर्स, देखो ये बहुत, यही चीजें आप लोगों को ग्रामर में कंफ्यूज करती है, और यही चीजें विल नॉट मेक यू टू ओपन द ग्रामर बुक. यही आपकी चीजें, ग्रामर बुक खोलने का मन
Yes,
नहीं, मतलब आपको इतना दैट विल डिमोटिवेट करे यू. मतलब कुछ चीजें लॉजिकली साउंड करेगी, कुछ चीजें नहीं. बट हाँ, विद दिस पॉडकास्ट हम आपके लिए चीजें बहुत इजियर, लाइक वी विल मेक इट बहुत इजी कन्वर्सेशन. दिस इज द फर्स्ट टाइम हैपनिंग wherein we both having conversation in English and at the same time we are clearing the grammar. ये बहुत कम है. मैंने बहुतों व्यूअर्स को देखा यूट्यूब पर, तो हिंदी में बोलते और हिंदी में ग्रामर क्लियर करते हैं, तो it is not worthful. If you have to speak English, if you want to speak English, so start speaking in English. At the same time start consuming grammar in English. आपको इंग्लिश ग्रामर भी इंग्लिश में वो हैबिट बना लो. Make English your priority, first language. I know your first language is your native like Hindi and all, but if you're really serious for this English, so try to make English is your first language for the time being. क्योंकि ये this is sort of a mission for you ना. अब आपके लिए ये mission है, you have to learn this language. तो आपको इसे priority देनी पड़ेगी. Cool guys, so let's begin that with now let's make few sentences with he, she, it, name in simple present tense with Vishal ji. तो so how would you make one sentence with he के ऊपर अगर बनाना है?
okay.
जैसे कि वो 6 बजे उठता है, तो आप कैसे बोलेंगे?
He wakes up at 6 at 6 o'clock.
एग्जैक्टली, ये पॉजिटिव सेंटेंस। कैन यू मेक इट नेगेटिव?
Yes, sir.
क्यों 6 बजे नहीं उठता
He
है?
doesn't he doesn't wake up at 6.
एग्जैक्ट, एकदम एग्जैक्ट। ही डज नॉट वेक अप एट 6। अब आपको सवाल पूछना उसी से, क्या ये 6 बजे उठता है?
Does he wake up at 6?
परफेक्ट। कैन यू मेक इट नेगेटिव इंटेरोगेटिव?
Okay. Does he not wake up at 6 or doesn't he wake up at 6?
Perfect, perfect. See, guys. So, complete perfect he has done here now. रूल्स बहुत होंगे व्यूवर्स आप लोगों की तरह भी, जिनके ग्रामर रूल्स बहुत क्लियर होंगे, बट अगेन व्हेन द एग्जीक्यूशन इज कम्स, व्हेन द स्पोकन पार्ट इज कम्स, तो वो निकलता ही नहीं। ही डजंट, शी डजंट, राइट? एंड इसमें भी बहुत बारीकी से हमें समझना पड़ता है, राइट? इसमें भी बहुत बारीकी है,
That's
लाइक हाँ,
where we add s, where we add es.
yeah, exactly. Where to add s, where to add es. Once that does is already mentioned there, at that moment we don't have to use s or es, right? So, and many speakers I have seen till now, even the celebrities, they do mistake with does, s or es. Sometimes they use he don't know. I have heard Deepika Padukone and many celebrities that many a time said that he don't know. Instead of that, she should have used he doesn't know. सो बहुत सारे लोग डज की जगह डू ही यूज करते हैं। ही डोंट नो, दे डोंट नो, हर जगह दे डू ही लगाते हैं। बट नो, एज फार एज अगेन स्पोकन इज कंसर्न, इट्स nobody will notice you, nobody will drag you down. But as far as accuracy and the formal world is concerned, so it's very much important. With the grammar aspect, it is very much important. Perfect. तो आप और भी कुछ sentences बना सकते हैं if you want with like जनरल फैक्ट के रिगार्डिंग और हैबिट और हॉबी के रिगार्डिंग।
Okay.
हम्म
There are 7 days in a week.
हम्म yeah, exactly, there are 7 days in a week. It's also called cool, general fact. It can be considered a general fact, but let me one there are 7 days in a week. There is a one another chapter that I have studied. This is called state of being. Do you know? एक चैप्टर
Maybe,
है।
sir, I know.
हाँ,
I think I know.
हाँ, you know that, right? State of being. जैसे कि I am a doctor, I am not a doctor. There is a chair, there is no chair. Okay, there are
Yes,
seven
sir.
days in a week. So जो आपने
It's a
sentence
simple
structure,
sentence.
हाँ, simple
It's a simple
sentences है।
sentence, sir.
हाँ,
It's not including tenses.
हाँ, they are not tenses. They cannot come into the category of tenses, but they can be declarative sentences, and they can come into the category of declarative,
We know
assertive.
the state of the object, like in which state they are laying there inside there.
Yes, the state of a indeed either a subject or a object के भी उसका state क्या है? जैसे I am a doctor, तो मेरा state है doctor, being a doctor. तो okay, no issues, ये एक अलग topic है, that we will do it in the later time. But for the time being, let's again get stick with the tenses. तो यही सब लोगों के doubt होते हैं। Simple present tense में again I am clarifying to all of you. Only simple present tense sentences can be made on 4 categories. Widely I don't know if you go more deeper in it, there are many sentences जो कि future में will के साथ भी लिखे होते हैं, when I consume newspaper and all, but even they sounds like a simple present tense. But no, I'm talking about the majorly 4 categories simple present tense fall, and this is again the hobby, habit, daily routine और general fact. तो ओके, जनरल
Yes,
फैक्ट
sir.
हमारे, हाँ यस। तो जैसे कि हमने अब कुछ सेंटेंसेस बनाते हैं नेम पे। लेट्स से एक नाम ले लेते हैं मोहन। तो अब आपको क्या करना है विशाल जी, मोहन का थर्ड पर्सन, लास्ट एक्टिविटी करते हैं, ये थर्ड पर्सन का आपका ना आपको डेली रूटीन बताना है कि मोहन 6 बजे से शाम के 8-9 बजे तक क्या क्या करता है। ठीक है, तो मोहन वेक्स अप एंड देन ही डज दिस, देन ही गोज, देन ही परफॉर्म्स, देन ही, ओके। सो अब ऐसे ये होगा। तो ओके, तो आप एक मोहन एक करेक्टर ले
Okay,
लीजिए और
sir.
आप इसको,
I'll
हाँ,
try.
10। So see guys, that how rapid we are learning here. We are not having here casual conversation, but at the same time very much productive conversation, so you may also learn something, because grammar is really important. Right at the beginning Vishalji said that grammar is important and dedication is really required, because it really bursts the brain, ये brain को हिला देता है. और and even it's not that easier, in every standard till 12th class you will get grammar, even if you are preparing for government exams, so grammar is there. Grammar आपका पीछा नहीं छोड़ेगा in lifetime. Lifetime grammar will not, you will
Right,
not
sir.
get
Right,
the
sir.
life
It's a part
from.
of this language.
हाँ.
Okay, sir.
So okay, so
Yeah,
let's
I'll
begin.
start, sir. I'm going to
So
start.
okay, so मोहन है, अब आप इसका डेली रूटीन यू मे स्टार्ट.
Okay. Here's Mohan. Mohan wakes up at 6 in the morning. After that, Mohan have his breakfast, and after that he go for a jogging.
हाँ,
So
goes for the
30
sleep.
minutes of jogging, he
हाँ.
returns. He
Hmm.
returns.
Hmm.
He brushes his teeth, and
हाँ.
he takes a bath, and
Hmm.
he leaves home for for his job.
Okay. Hmm.
At at 9 he takes a bus from his city.
Hmm.
His job place is another city, and it takes around 1 hour in traveling by bus.
Hmm.
So
एकदम सही.
around 10 he reaches his at destination at his workplace,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
around 10:30 he he starts his work,
हाँ.
and his working timing is till 5. Up to
Hmm.
5 he do his work.
He
In
does.
lunch
He does.
time
He does
he
work.
does
He
he
works.
does. Okay. His lunch time is like 12 to 1 p.m.
Hmm.
In this time he talks he talks to his colleagues. He spends some time with his friends. He shares his meal with his colleagues,
Hmm.
and after working hours, he returns from work, and after reaching home, he he takes a power nap, and after wake up, he he has a green tea, and in evening, usually he goes outside.
Hmm.
There is a playground near his home, so
Uh-huh.
he goes there. He
Hmm.
plays with his friends. After
Nice.
spending 1 and 2 hours, he returns from the playground, and
Hmm.
he helps his mother with in preparing his food.
Hmm.
So he prepared his food with his mother. After
Prepare.
that, they
Yes. Yes.
share
Hmm.
prepare. After preparing the food, they have their food, and after before going to bed, he scrolls some reels before sleeping, and after
हाँ.
that he he is going to bed.
हाँ. He
So
goes.
he sleeps.
He goes to bed. वो बेड पे चले जाता है. Wow, well done, Vishalji. You did it really great. Okay, nice. I give you 10 out of 10 for sure. And
Hey,
हाँ,
thank you so much.
तो अब देखो हिंदी में ऐसा ही, अब अगर उसे हिंदी में बोलना पड़ेगा तो ऐसे जाएगा. वो 6 बजे उठता है, फिर ये करता है, फिर ब्रश करता है, दोस्तों से मिलता है, 9 बजे ऑफिस पहुंचता है, 12 बजे लंच करता है, 4 बजे वापस आता है, 6 बजे प्लेग्राउंड में जाता है, दोस्तों के साथ वहाँ खेलता है, 8 बजे वापस आता है, 9 बजे खाना खाता है, 9:30 बजे फ़ोन चलाता है और 10 बजे सो जाता है. तो इसमें एक ट्रिक है. पीपल यूजुअली सेज दैट ताता आता है. हाँ, लेकिन ज्यादा ता के पीछे नहीं, आप कॉन्सेप्ट के पीछे जाओ. कॉन्सेप्ट डेफिनेशन क्या है सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस की? यही है कि कोई भी सेंटेंस जो आपको एक सेंस दे, या तो हॉबी का, या तो डेली रूटीन का, या तो जनरल फैक्ट का, या तो आपकी हैबिट का. अगर ये 4 चीजों का सेंस आपको वो सेंटेंस दे रहा है तो आप इस सेंटेंस को सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस मान सकते हो. ये हमारा एक कंक्रीट डेफिनेशन, ये डेफिनेशन कभी नहीं बदलेगा. ये ता में ना कभी कभार ना हम फंस जाते हैं कॉम्प्लेक्स सेंटेंसेस में, क्योंकि ये तो मैंने किया था, मैंने बोला, मैं एक सेंटेंस बोला मैंने कल काम किया था, तो ये सिंपल प्रेजेंट टेंस नहीं है, तो पास्ट हो गया. किया था, किया करता था. अच्छा, ये काम मैं पहले किया करता था, सो आई यूज टू डू दैट. अब किया करता, यहाँ पे भी ता आ रहा है. सो गाइस, नो नीड टू मेक योर सेल्फ कंफ्यूज विद ता एंड ऑल. ये छोटी मोटी ट्रिक्स होती है जो लोग ट्रांसलेशन करते हैं हिंदी टू इंग्लिश, आप लोग इंस्टाग्राम बहुत जगह पे देखते हैं, लेकिन ट्रस्ट मी दोज ट्रिक्स विल नॉट वर्क आउट, वो ट्रिक्स काम नहीं करेगी। आप एक अच्छा इंग्लिश नहीं बोल पाओगे अगर आप छोटी छोटी चीज़ों को वो यू रील्स वगैरह से ट्रांसलेट करोगे, तो आपको बहुत टाइम लग जाएगा। तो ओके विशाल जी, व्हाट्स योर टेक ओवर लर्नर्स जो सीख रहे हैं, आप उन्हें क्या एडवाइस देंगे एज पर योर लर्निंग, कि आप क्या सीख रहे हैं, व्हाट आर यू लर्निंग फ्रॉम योर एक्सपीरियंसेस? हाँ
Sir, in my opinion, basic is must. But for speaking fancy language, we forget our basic. And we don't know basic rules. But every day we are learning synonym, antonym. We are following the advanced structure. But to be honest, firstly, it's a step-to-step journey. Firstly, you have to clear basic, after that intermediate, after that advanced. So it's a simple way. But people make it like opposite. They start from advanced, after that intermediate, after that they are like in basic level, sir. So grammar is must, and mostly people they are saying that grammar is not important as we think. It's a part of, and they are giving example of like British people, like American, British, their native language is English. So definitely they can speak English. But we are living in India. We don't, our forefathers, our colleagues, no one don't know how to speak in English. In our case, it's must. We have to learn the English rules. After that, we have to apply. So I think in
yes,
this way.
exactly. Rules are shortcut to learn any language. It's a formula of learning language. And I know our grammatical teachers when we were kid, so they were very rude. They used to be very rude. Grammatical teachers, mathematic teachers, they used to be very rude. And so the same fear just injected our like in us that grammar are really tough. It takes time. Even during our childhood we tried to consume it innumerable time, but we didn't get successful. But trust me, grammar is really easy, really easy. It's totally up to you with whom you are learning, and learn the grammar. See, in one day you are not going to get command over it, but yeah, it takes time. Again, if you have to speak lifelong English, so at least you have to spend 6 months, 5 months, 1 year at least over this language, if you have to speak this language long life. Okay, because the same happened with us. Like Hindi is something that we have been speaking since our childhood, right? And even till date we have been learning new vocabularies, new way of talking with the people and all. So yes, English is easier if you get an environment, if you in the America and all, so it's easier. But in case here in India, if you're not getting an environment, so yes, you can connect with that virtual environment that we have been creating, uploading videos and all. So you can connect us directly, and here we have been doing our best connecting with the people, clearing the doubts, and acing this skill. So okay, Vishal Dhuan, thank you very much for your beautiful time. It has been 30 minutes now, and the
Yes,
time
sir, it's
gone
very interesting.
really rapid. The time gone really rapid, and I really love to continue that series of grammar with you again, because many chapters are there
Definitely,
in
sir.
a
Definitely.
grammar, many chapters, many concepts, many doubts are there in the grammar. So this is a podcast, and I would love connecting you again to clear those doubts and take your opinions on it, and do few practices as well, so the learners which will see us over YouTube, they may learn something, and they may get inspired to put more efforts from them. So is there
Definitely,
something you
sir.
want to
You are
say
doing
last
great,
time?
man.
uh,
Thank you so much, sir. It was nice talking to you.
okay, so here from my bottom heart, thank you very much for your time, and see you for the next time. Thank you very much. Bye.
See you soon. See you soon, sir.